by choice, gotta be over? Interesting question. Use the hashtag BYUSN. Let's welcome in baseball coach Mike Littlewood, looking fresh as normal. What's going on?
Way too nice.
That's a nice shirt.
Yeah, it was a struggle to get through yesterday after the weekend, but hey, I'm here and everything's good.
Let's talk about that in a moment. Yeah, let's. And you went to Malibu. That was the nice one.
Yeah, not bad.
What do you think of our Twitter question? Does BYU athletics as a whole overachieve or underachieve, and why?
Well, I think you guys were right on when you talked about expectations. What are expectations? As a coaching staff, like this year, we knew our team had the capability, barring injury, serious injury, and I mean with the team we had, we felt like it was a regional team, and we put ourselves in the place right now to get there. If we were, so I think we're not underachieving, we're not overachieving, we're playing up to our expectations, which is
achieving.
expectations.
Yeah.
We're achieving, yeah. If we were totally out of the playoff picture right now, we'd be underachieving. If we were 5 games out in front and already had the league locked up, we'd probably be overachieving a little bit. So I think that's all about expectations, and coaches and players know that more than the fans do. Fans, and I get it, they want to win everything, and so do we. But we realize who we have coming in, what the other teams in the league have, what our opponents are going to bring to us, and so I think our expectations are a little bit more realistic.
So yeah, I think with my approach, I think it's actually a good thing. I think I'm giving more props than being negative, because everybody is saying, including Jerem, honor code and recruiting restrictions and all these things shouldn't really allow BYU to be successful. But because they are, and they're proven, right? It's like, yeah, I think that's just a positive. But I don't know, that's just me. I just had to throw my 2 cents out there.
It's like obviously, I'm not saying BYU can't be successful. They are successful. But the difference is, what is the expectation? Like in football, I don't think a national championship is possible for any non-Power 5, let alone BYU. Ask Boise State. Right?
So, Coach, do you think that it would be in your best interest and all of the head coach's best interest to, in the beginning of the season, to set those expectations to the fans so that they know, okay, we did hit these goals or we didn't hit these goals, or is that maybe setting you guys up for failure?
Well, I mean, I think we do. We go around and speak a lot to different groups and different people. We tell them. I mean, everything that I've said to the people I've spoke to is, I think we can be a regional team. I think we can win the West Coast Conference, and I think we can be a regional team. So you don't want to shy away from it. You don't want to say, hey, we're just trying to get in the tournament. Right. Which last year, that was what we were trying to do. We were trying to get in the tournament, in the West Coast Conference tournament, and we snuck in there by half a game. This year, if we win 4 out of 6 games, we're going to be in there for sure. Probably 3 games, but if we win 3 of 6 and we win one, we win one this week and take care of business next week, win 2 out of 3, we're going to be in the tournament. So, we're not scoreboard watching and looking. So, again, I think that is all about underachieving. Overachieving is totally about expectations.
So the magic number is 4, technically, to make the tourney, or you think?
4 will get us in for sure.
Gotcha.
4 will get us in for sure. Probably 3. Probably 3. Okay. If we got to win one at San Francisco, have to win one at San Francisco, and then if we win 2 or 3. But obviously we don't want to do that. We want to win it going away.
Yeah, you have 6 conference games left. This weekend at San Francisco, home to Santa Clara. There's actually an ESPNU game coming up.
Yeah, be fun.
Which is very cool. Let's talk about Pepperdine before we advance the conversation. So they take 2 of 3. You're shut out for the first time. 3 runs in 2 games was the lowest 2-game output. You got some injuries on the pitching staff. There's kind of a lot going on. So emotionally, mentally, what's the team like right now?
I think we're good. I mean, we beat a first rounder on Thursday. I heard the lead and it's like you lost 3 games in a week, and it's all negative. But
yeah, I was hoping you
we
be
played
in the room.
We played great. I was actually in my car. I was sprinting up. I was up at the dry cleaners. Like, I got to go on in like 8 minutes. I was sprinting. So if I'm sweating, it's because yeah.
Do we have a towel for coach?
I sweat. Yeah. When I work out and sweat. I can't work out before I come in here or do anything because I cannot. My body cannot. Anyway, back to the
bright light.
You're in HD too. Can we give coach? Can we give coach
right here?
We need a paper towel or something.
But Pepperdine can play. I mean, they're a good team. So we faced AJ Puckett, who had a 57-game scoreless streak going. Best in the country, and we beat him, 9-5, and sent him out after 6 innings, and then
56 innings or games?
Innings, 56 innings.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean the guy was on fire, and so, we lose a couple close games, and Riley Gates takes a no-hitter in the 6th inning of Game 3, and we end up, he gives up a bunt single and then a grand slam right after that. I mean, it was really, really, really tough weekend, but we played well.
See, Coach, I was going to ask the next question. You kind of almost answered it when it comes to overcoming the mental fatigue of injuries affected, by your team. Going out and beating an all-star like this obviously helps out. But, prior to that, was there anything that you said to motivate the team, or, how do you go about that situation as a coach?
Baseball's not a rah-rah thing at all. It's kind of like just a blue-collar, even keel. We knew what we had to do. We wanted to win the series. We knew we had to win one over there to kind of set ourselves up. And so it was just, hey, play hard and just try to stay with our game. We knew we had a big-time arm to face. I mean, Puckett didn't throw a fastball below 96 miles an hour the first 3 innings, and Brennan Lund ends up turning on a fastball. Was this the Grand Slam? I'm glad we showed this one. So, anyway, that's making me sweat even more.
Mike Littlewood, head baseball coach for BYU, is on BYU Sports Nation. The Cougars tied for second right now with Gonzaga. St. Mary's in first place by 1 game. So top 4 teams 2 weeks from now, 2.5 weeks from now in Stockton will meet in the West Coast Conference tournament. Is there how much value do you put on the potential of a regular season championship for the program, given the fact that the tourney will get you into the NCAA tournament?
We want to do that, but it's not the most important thing. Every team that you're going to face the first round in the tournament, you're going to face a first round arm. For top 3 round arm, Rucker is probably going to be a top 3 round guy. Burns for St. Mary's, Puckett. I mean,
Gonzaga's got one. Right?
Gonzaga's got Bailey. Everybody's got a potential top 3 rounder. So it's going to be tough no matter what. You just got to go. You just got to go play.
We have a towel for you, Freddie Woods, one of our student camera operators. It's a Rising.
That's a nice. That's a nice.
Now
towel.
is that a clean towel, Freddie? It is. Okay, it's confirmed that it is clean.
I saw him pick it up underneath the
camera. It's not Spencer's makeup towel to clean it up after. So that's good. Yeah.
Coach, like Jeremy said, you guys were shut out for the first time this season. Heading into the final stretch, what do you guys have to do to pick up the offense?
Probably face just lesser pitchers.
Will you against San Francisco and Santa Clara?
They're all going to be good. They're all going to be good. Santa Clara has tremendous pitching, but Pepperdine's built. That field's not built really for us. It's the field. The wind blows in dead center, and if you hit a home run, it's got to be dead left field. And so we hit a lot of balls hard right at guys. That's the best excuse I can possibly make. But Pepperdine just made plays. They made pitches. Our pitcher did a nice job. I mean, the scoring was low. I mean, we had our chances to win, and we just couldn't get that big hit. We just couldn't push it through, and we left on Saturday, the last game, we lose 4-3, and we left the tying and go-ahead run on base in the 9th inning. And so we're really, really close.
Mike Littlewood's on BYU Sports Nation, the baseball coach. Maverick Buffo gets hurt 4 weeks ago in that second game against St. Mary's, and since then you've lost all 4 of those game 2s. How do you think you can take game 2 maybe this week against San Francisco?
I may move Riley Gates in the number 2 spot. He threw tremendous. He was great. It depends on how we want to piece together tomorrow's game and what we want to do pitching-wise there. But, our pitchers just need to step up, and we need to do a better job offensively. I mean, that's really what it is. I mean, you score 0 runs, you're not going to win a whole lot of games. And so we'll put it together. I mean, believe it or not, I'm not concerned one bit about where we're at as a team and our mentality and everything. I feel totally comfortable. That? Just because it's a veteran guys, they've been through it. I'm not too concerned at all about them like losing confidence or anything. And we've been here before, and we'll be back. I mean, it'll be fine.
So something
rise
that you
up.
said. Oh, go ahead.
Rise and roar. It's an interesting feeling with this team because this is the first time we've had you come in, and there's kind of this what happened last week idea, which we haven't had all year. I'm impressed by the fact that it's May. And we haven't really felt that until now, and maybe that's why you have that resolve with this team.
Well, I think so. We played 45 games or whatever we played. I mean, we played a bunch of games, and so we know each other. We know our team. We know how they're going to show up. We've been pretty good at responding. Last Tuesday, it was just we have a lead against Utah Valley 5-3 late, and they get a couple hits and end up going up, and so that doesn't get us off to the greatest start of the week, but. It's baseball. I mean, it's going to happen. There's ebbs and flows in the season. And unlike football where you play 12 or 13, you get a week off. I mean, you have to just get right back on the horse and get going.
Yeah, it's always nice to have that week off because then you can kind of hide. You don't really got to go to
Yeah,
class, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, what did you just say?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Sometimes I think out loud. I did it again.
We've heard it many times.
I know. I'm trying to work on it. Coach, you said something very interesting as far as baseball not being a raw sport. And so usually when you have, or at least in my experience with football, when you have guys that go down with injuries and you're looking for, your second and third string guys, maybe even some walk-ons to step up, you kind of give them a week or so, and then it's like, okay, get this together. And then you start seeing, the spitballs fly. You start seeing, all the boogers and the eyes are turning red. I mean, all of the above. But
Thanks, Brian.
No problem. I'm just trying to paint the picture. I'm an artist, and this is my canvas. This
it was too good.
I'm just playing. So, Coach, how do you do that with a sport like baseball?
Right now we kind of, as you go through the season, the biggest thing for us is our bullpen. I mean, we know our guys are going to swing it. We know who our starting pitcher what we're going to get from them, but our bullpen's the biggest thing because we win and lose so many games at the end of games. And so right now it's a trust factor of who do I trust to put in at the right time, and that's the biggest thing. A lot of guys are on short leash right now coming out of the pen. It's like, hey, you got to get it done or you're going to get out of the game.
Okay.
Get it done, get it out of the game. So we know that. Riley Gates, although he only gave up 2 hits Saturday, well, actually 1 hit before the grand slam, I saw that his fastball was starting to elevate, and he hit a guy 0-2 with a curveball. I kind of knew. My gut feeling said get him out. I didn't get him out. Next pitch was home run. Gotcha. I had Mason Marshall going, so I told the guys after the game, hey, this is on me. I went against my gut, and it cost us, and so it's not only players, the players, we're all accountable for making decisions and going out there and competing. And I took the blame for that Saturday game, and I feel terrible for it.
Well, good luck tomorrow against Utah Valley. A little bit of BYU Sports Nation karma. First time all year losing 3 games in a week. It feels weird, but 31-13 still in good shape.
It does feel weird.
Hold my hand,
Let's do
Jeremy.
it.
Hold my hand.
Let's do it.
I got
Come on, baby.
I got him, Coach. Don't worry. We're good.
I told you I don't want to hold your hand.
See, even Coach said, get him.
I'm taking anything we can get right now.
You can keep that towel, by the way.
Hey, I'm going to go shower before practice.
Coming up, is BYU the favorite against Arizona in the opener?